Alright guys, here is the Kel-Tec Ksg. This is a bullpup design pump action shotgun. 2 tubes, 7 and 7, so 14 rounds of 2 3/4 shells. What do you think of it?
Well, I've held off a long time to get a shotgun, and I think this is the one, so I'm really looking forward to shooting it. We'll see how it is. 14 rounds in a very, very small package.
18.5 inch barrel.
The barrel's pretty thick. It looks like a very quality firearm to me, so we're looking forward to shooting it. See what it's like. You put those flip-up sights, and those are what kind?
Those are Magpul backup sights.
Rail all the way across the top there. So yeah, I think those sights are going to help. All right, well, let's shoot it and see what it's like.
Kel-Tec Ksg. We're going to show you some of the features real quick of it. It's got a Picatinny rail, polymer Picatinny rail on the bottom. It's got a action release that is ambi. Right here, you just press it down. You rack your slide back to pick up another shell. Here is the dual tubes in the back. You go to this side to pick up this round, and you go to the opposite side to pick up this round from this tube.
Where's your safe and fire?
It is a crossbow style design, and obviously you have to rack around to make it go on the safe.
First round's out of it.
You just swap it over.
Okay.
Now it's going to pick up from this side.
Good.
Oh my god, that hurt. That hurt, that round. Okay. You want to shoot it?
Go ahead and finish.
Alright, we're empty. The action felt really smooth with the 2 3/4 inch shells.
Okay. Wow.
I don't think this board is going to last.
You're right. I think we'll probably chop right through it. Yeah, nice shooting. Good shotgun. I'm looking forward to shooting it. All right, guys, stand by.
Good job. How does it feel?
It's got some kick to it, but wow, that's a lot of damage. Now, unfortunately, we got to stand the target back up. The Kel-Tec Ksg shotgun. Wow, this is not going to work long. We're going to have to move target to target. It just blew everything apart. I'm going to put one more round on it to the head.
Okay.
This is the Kel-Tec Ksg 12 gauge shotgun. I'm about 9 yards away. .12 gauge shotgun in action. I've never bought a shotgun for myself, and I wanted something that I could maneuver with inside of a vehicle or inside of a home or something like that, and I didn't like the longer ones that were available. Young Beretta talked me into trying this, and so far we're very happy with it. Does it kick like a 12 gauge? Yes, it does, but the results are devastating. So if you're looking for a 12 gauge that's nothing but home protection, then this is the one for you. Okay, that's 7 rounds out of 1 tube. Then you switch the tubes in the back. And I'm out of things to shoot at. So far, so good on the Ksg by Kel-Tec. I think it's a 10, guys. If you're looking for a shotgun, but you want something that's very, very easy to maneuver and packs a wallop, it's 7 plus 7, so it's 14, plus you put 1 up the tube, that's 15 rounds of 12 gauge. Doesn't get any better than that. Thanks for watching the video. Empty.
And the board is cut in half.
Yeah. It's a friggin' machine. This thing is a machine. Good call, young Beretta. I think it's awesome.
So that's the second target.
Kel-Tec Ksg. A very effective 12 gauge for home defense. Switch to the other side.
That was 10 rounds.
What'd you think?
Wow. Those rounds were pretty good. Didn't hurt as much as the other ones I shot yesterday.
Well, this is more for bird shot, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a good round to practice with. 2 3/4 inch on that.
I like it.
I do too. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video.
Weird. Didn't want to let go of that round. And the target is down.
Okay, shoot at the smaller one.
Empty. Switching tubes. Didn't want to let go of that round.
It's still new, dude. It's breaking in.
And we are empty.
It just about took all the paint off the target. And then this one over here, guys, is down on the ground. And it takes a lot to knock that target down on the ground. Anyway, KSG. I'm going to shoot it next. KSG 12 gauge.
Clear. Next tube.
Switching over to the other tube.
Good. Didn't want to let go, it's fine. Out.
Okay, it was empty on that one. It didn't want to release, so I hit the release button right here and was able to cycle it back, and all it did was kick out the empty at that point in time.
So I think the reason why it did that was because the aluminum expanded right here. Like one of these aluminum Winchesters expanded a little too much.
You know, as an occasional hiccup when it's brand new like this, we're trying to figure out what round it likes better. So I think that's acceptable. 1 out of 14 rounds if it hangs up a little bit as we're getting it down and figuring out what it likes to run on. And it's fairly quick. I mean, I feel like I'm going through it fairly fast. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of practice. But so far so good on the KSG. We will continue to shoot it and try it with some different loads. These are all 2 3/4. And it's rated for 3s, so we're going to try some 3s in it next. But we're going to keep shooting it. I know we're at the end of summer here, we're into fall. I don't know how much shooting we'll get done over the winter time, but we'll shoot it some more in the spring and give you guys a second video, a follow-up video on it. But so far, what a devastating little package. I think it'd be perfect for home defense. If you want to have this next to your bed instead of a 45 or something, grabbing a hold of something like this, I wouldn't think twice. Just make sure your hand stays away from the business end. Young Beretta just read an article that said a guy was chambering it forward and accidentally let his hand get in front of the business end, and he shot part of his hand off. So be careful out there. Think about what you're doing and make sure if you got something like this, you've got a rock solid grip on it. Like I was telling young Beretta, go forward and put it into chamber. Make sure your hand is completely steady before you squeeze the round off. You know, I know we like to go for speed and make it look kind of fancy, but safety is first, right guys? Thanks for watching the video.
Switching tubes. Tried to go quick and it hung it up a little bit.
Wow.
Your turn.
A little more KSG action. I can live with a couple hang-ups while we're going through the break-in here. Remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.